Okay, so let's go to the topic of consolidation. So this topic is one of the applications of your basic principles. So, so excuse. So in this topic is we'll be discussing the settlement of your soil. So sa engineering terms, so gitawag siyang consolidation. So na siya engineering term. So there is a consolidation is we'll be analyzing how your different types of soil will behave, and then we'll be using the concept of katong effective stress, which was discussed from the previous topic, katong inyong total stress, pore water pressure, and then your effective stress. So ma-apply ka po siya dire, but kato na lang mga shortcut katong pag-obtain dito sa effective stress. Okay, so let's start. So, oops, wait saan, yung mag-freeze man akong PowerPoint. Ara. Okay, so consolidation is, of course, just the increase of the load in your soil specimen. So if you look at your soil, so let's try to draw a soil. So soil specimen dire. So usually, Ana, is what this topic is all about is that, for example, you have a load present sa inyong soil specimen. So marag pina-theory, di ba? Na may uniformly distributed load, which is, of course, muna siya ang concept sa inyong building, di ba? Magpatong sa inyong soil or soil strata. So, for example, I'm with 3-story, and this particular building will apply a uniformly distributed load of, let's say, 100 kilopascal baron. So, just an example. So, na siya kanang compressibility ang inyong soil, diba? Since your soil is, it could be kanang high in water content, so pwede siya ma-plastic state, pwede po siya ma-liquid state, depending on the situation. So, for example, muna siya ang original height ninyo. So, at some point, since naman siya murag compression over time, so we can say that at some point, na siya settlement, diba? This particular settlement, so let's say delta H lang. Okay. So murag para na siya ang ato ang solvon karon. Ato ning solvon dire sa kaning topic. So we'll be solving two different consolidation parameters sa kaning topic. So the compression is caused by the deformation of the soil particles. So again, para na siya compaction, di ba? So if you look at the first two causes, so deformation of soil particles and then relocation of soil particles. So for example, marag sa compression ninyo nga amin sa compaction yung topic. So for example, muna siya inyong mga soil grains or soil particles. So inika-kuan na, inika-compress na or inika-apply sa load is that na bang mga soil particles, so for example, kani siya is ma-deform, di ba niya? Mulusot diri ana. Ma-deform siya. Nya kaning uban mulusot na po diri sa kuan. Hantod mahimo siyang tightly packed or tightly, or let's say a dense material compared before kay tungod sa i-apply nga force. Now since the void space has been occupied by the soil grains or by the soil particles, so we expect that there is expulsion of water and air. So meaning in this third cause, kani siya, so we can expect that the void ratio will go down. Diba? So magamay ang value sa inyong void ratio. So again, void ratio is composed of, the voids is composed of the water and air voids. So of course, the aim of compression or the ultimate objective of your compaction or compression process is to minimize your water and air voids, diba? But in this topic is wala ta na compact, but the thought of your um, consolidation process is more of like the compression process, kanang compaction process kay since nagsige magduot, di ba, murag sponge. So magsige magduot, so there's a particular amount of compression nga ma-achieve sa inyong load na gi-apply sa inyong sponge. So muna siya. So muna siya ito ang i-discuss all throughout this topic. Okay, so next is there are 3 different types of consolidation. So the first one is the immediate settlement or the elastic settlement. So we can call this one as elastic. So kung mutanong mo sa review books, so natay gitawag nga elastic settlement, but most likely is wala siya gi-appeal sa board exam because this particular type of settlement will use tables. So na siya mga known tables, and then you still have to determine particular or mga particular na mga categories para makuha ninyo ang particular na value sa kaninga table. Now, unlike the other two, kaning primary and secondary settlement, okay? So these two settlements are formula based. So muna siya ato ang solbon or muna siya ato ang i-focus og maayo. Okay, since mo muna siya ang magawa sa board exam, di ba? So if you want to study or if you want to understand more sa kaninga topic is you can just read in the book or you can just do some research. But of course, I will still be discussing the important details sa kaninga topic. So if in-depth learning lang, so you can study it on your own. Okay. So your immediate settlement is caused by the elastic deformation of dry soil, and so it could be dry soil, it could be moist and saturated soil without any change in moisture content. So usually kaning atong immediate settlement is caused by the sudden application of your load. Sudden application. So mara na naging yung giduot yung panit, di ba? So if you press your skin, so na siya kanang deformation dito, di ba? But dili siya over time because katong primary and secondary settlement will be achievable at some period of time, and so let's say 5 years, 2 years, and so kani siya is sinigbutan niyo sa load, so there's an immediate settlement or a sudden settlement, di ba? So murag understandable na siya. So for example, higda mo siyang katre, di ba? So inhigda ninyo, so nadyo na siya sudden na compression, di ba? Or sudden na settlement. But if for example, over time magsigir mo higda, let's say 20 years mo higda sa inyong katre, so at some point inikatangtang ninyo, inikawa ninyo sa inyong katre, so din siya mobalik o sa iyang original position, di ba? Murag pina-physics ba? Di ba katong sige na topic kanang spring, di ba? So pili siya na nga behavior, ba? So marag magsige compress ang spring niya. Let's say at some point ka-release sa spring, or let's say ang load nga ma-carry sa spring is kana much greater na, so ka-release sa load kaya na siya mabalik sa iyang original na position. So murag ana na sad siya nga concept. So sa daghan mo makuha ni ma-relate aning settlement topic. Okay, so the equations are basically derived from the theory of elasticity. So since we will not be tackling more of this topic, so dito mag-derive aning equation. And I will not be including this in the exam also kay basta kanang ayahang kan magud if you look at the book, so S sub E na siya. Yeah, na siya mga mu sub something something. And again, it will deal with tables which is medyo kuan siya, kuti na kayo sa inyo ang part. And sa atuang part also because we are in the online man, di ba? So kana lang masabtan na yun, di ba? Okay, so next is the primary settlement. So so this time, so this will result in a volume change in your saturated soil. And of course, since it's an over time nga pag-compress, so we expect that there will be adjustment of your soil grains and expulsion of water. Diba? So murag yan po siya kanang compaction, di ba? But kuan lang siya kanang overtime lang. Dugay lang siya may tabo kay kanang building naman ang nagbarog or any other structure nga inyong na-apply sa soil specimen. Then lastly is your secondary settlement, and this will follow after your primary settlement. And since murag gamay lang kayo ang pagkompresa na, so for example, super compress na siya na. Diba? Murag minimum na kayo ang void ratio. So what will happen is kung magsimong ka pislat diya, di ba? So at some point kanang ma-deform jud mo, di ba? Or naay murag plastic adjustment or let's say deformation over time. So muna siya may tabo sa secondary settlement. So inyong soil is mo adjust and it will even be murag mas makompress siya maayo on this stage. So for example, ang inyong soil grains is circle. So basin at some point may mo siyang di ba? May mo siyang oblong Ya, pili po siya mulusot diri sa mga free na mga void space. But again, since the majority of your compression has been made in the primary settlement, so may tabuan na is sa secondary settlement is kamayan lang kayo ang settlement na ato ang makalculate ani compared sa primary settlement. So moto siya. So question so far, so wala pa, di ba? Kay murag nibog pa. Apoy pagkuan. Apoy pag una.
Sir, can I ask, can you go back to the previous slide?
Kani.
Thank you.
Sa may kuan ni kanang magkuan ra ka ni, mag-copy ra ka or
Nag-copy ra ko, sir.
Sige.
Thank you.
So kaning primary settlement dia is kuan siya SP. S sub P ang iyang symbol. So ako na yung next ha. Okay na?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So kaning secondary settlement is S sub S ni siya. So S sub E, S sub P, S sub S. And then eventually at the end of the topic is we'll be calculating for the total settlement. So S sub T. So since tulong na siya kabuok, so S sub E, S sub P, then S sub S. So since we'll be ignoring the S sub E, so ang atong i-calculate for total settlement is just S sub P and S sub S. So primary plus secondary settlement ra ang ato ang i-calculate. Okay. Okay, so next is when a saturated soil is subjected to a stress increase, so pore water pressure suddenly increases. So ano man? So of course, wala may padulungan ng water. So murag ang ato ang judgment ani is that the pore water pressure will increase because agay po siya dito, di ba? Yeah, mas tawagan na. Let's say there's a water table present. So if inyo i-compress na siya, so there's a possibility nga ini-compress. So musaka pa ang water. So sa akong pasabot ana is for example muna siya, di ba? So ako lang siyang gibaksa but in the actual site, infinite na siya ang inyuhang width sa inyuhang soil profile. So for example, muna siya inyuhang water table. So maragpati akong drawing na. Sige lang. So ipabuta mong loader so tendency na is murag musaka mo na siya, di ba? Murag kung tanawin niyo sa sponge ba, di ba? So sa sponge is magawas lang diri sa kilid kay wala may padulngan lang ng tubig, di ba? But if mo compress mo sa sponge, so let's say kanang inyong ibutang og container, so ang tubig is padung jud sa babaw, di ba? Kay di man siya pili sa padung sa kilid kay naman siya ali. So muna siya ang pasabot ani. Sentence by sentence. So in sandy soils, so of course, sandy soils are highly permeable. So again, from the topic of permeability, di ba? Ang sandy soil is dili siya cohesive, di ba? Non-cohesive na siya ang inyong sandy soil. So pasabot sa non-cohesive is wala siya ability to stick together, di ba? So meaning dili siya hilig sa tubig murag mabungkag siya dayon. So again, one example of this is mga dolomite, dolomite sa beach. So muna siya inyong best example ani highly permeable. So I think kung nakaligo na mong dagat, ng dagat, then magdua-dua mo sa inyong mga friends or sa inyong mga relatives. So umukuha mong bus underneath sa dagat, yan yung ilabay kaya bungkag dito, di ba? So muna siya ang one trait sa sand, dili siya cohesive. So di siya pwede mapurma ba. Okay, so it cannot be formed, so it easily breaks. So muna siya ang one disadvantage of sandy soil. Okay, so for sandy soil, so drainage, so there's drainage, diba? So there's drainage still in the clay soil, but it will take some time compared sa inyong sandy soil. Okay, so so the drainage caused by the increase in pore water pressure is completed immediately. So the increase in pore water pressure, so pasabot niya kani siyang line. So the increase in pore water pressure is completed. So pasabot niya is na-achieve dito ang kanang increase sa pore water pressure because again, your soil is sandy, di ba? Your soil is highly permeable. But again, if your soil is clay, so for example, inyong soil diri kay clay, so let's say kani siya diri kay ang sides kay non-permeable layer, kani siya. Then let's say muna siya ang water table. Again, so if you try to compress your clay sample, di ba? So ini-compress nyo so the water is gradually increasing since your soil specimen is not highly permeable. So kumpara sa sand, highly permeable, so inika-compact nyo o inika-compress nyo so musaka dito ang tubig, di ba? So marag musaka ang tubig because again na ay kanang compression nga nitabo, di ba? So marag kanang dili siya yung nga nisaka ang tubig but kanang ni-adjust lang inyong soil grains, di ba? Marag lang siya nitabo ba? Okay, so again, the same condition will happen, but it will be faster in your sandy soil because it's highly permeable compared to your clay sample. Sa makagets sa mga if you have sandy soil sa inyo balay, labi na ka ng mga plantitos and plantitas, so you can try experimenting on the soil. So mo lagi na magkahugaw lagi. So kasi dili inyo trip maghugaw-hugaw ba. Labi na karon kay COVID. Okay. So next is so of course we can analyze your saturated clay layer. So usually later on in the calculation of different problems is will be more focused on the clay layer aspect because siya ang dugay maka-create og settlement compared sa sandy soil. So muna, most of our examples will be more focused on the clay sample rather than the sandy nga sample. Okay. So again, if you look at the figure, so on the lower left, so it's just the same as your previous topic. So we're going to solve for the effective stress. But this time, since there's a change in the stress, di ba, due to the load present in the soil sample, so puro na siya mga delta dire. But again, we will not be dealing with the deltas nga mga kuan later. Ang atong concern na is ang katong value sa ato ang settlement. But again, the concept that we'll be using is kaning total stress nga concept. So again, as you recall from the previous topic, so total stress is equal to effective stress plus pore water pressure. So the same ra, di ba? But nalay mga deltas because the condition is gradually changing due to the compression created by the load. So na yung mga deltas present. So again, since we'll be more focused on the effective stress, so effective stress is equal to total stress minus pore water pressure. So again, I'm recalling the different aspects of the terms. So effective stress is concentrated on the soil, purely soil. Then total stress is soil plus water. And then of course your U parameter is the pore water pressure, so that's concentrated on the water aspect. So murag mo make sense, diba? So soil plus water, then minus ag water. So what is left is the soil. Effective stress. So effective stress, effective unit weight. Tanang effective nga gi-refer sa geotech is pertaining to the soil itself. So purely soil. So it could be clay, it could be sand, it could be silt. As long as if the term is effective, so if you put effective unit weight, effective nga stress, effective nga cohesion, effective nga angle of friction, it refers to the soil only. So wala abot ang water aspect. Okay. So if you try to analyze the different stress diagrams of your settlement process, is that kung tanawin niyo at time t0, so we can say that the total stress and the pore water pressure is constant, di ba? The same ra siya. If you look at this one, kani siya, di ba? So there's no change in the stress. And of course, wala po change sa effective stress kay may settlement nga itabo, di ba? Walay compression nga itabo. So again, earlier, as what we have stated earlier, so there's a sudden increase in pore water pressure. But at some point, so once achieve ng 100% increase sa pore water pressure, so it will drop down up until ma-eliminate ang ato ang water pressure, di ba? Kay we are compressing man. So there's expulsion of your water voids. So mo to ang may tabo dire. So usually ani, so upon completion of this particular area, di ba kani siya? So sudden increase and then going down backwards to 0. So muna siya ato ang primary settlement. So again, as per definition of your water, as per definition of your primary settlement, so expulsion of water, di ba? So muna siya ang ato ang solvon later. So of course, if you try to observe the effective stress nga diagram, so since that's total stress minus pore water pressure, so this point minus 0 is of course equal to the total stress, di ba? So muna siya reverse pod kay maximum minus na, so let's say kaning midpoint dire Then minus this midpoint is kaning a point. So kani siya, total stress minus 0. So kanapod siya nga point, diba? So at time infinite, so we can clearly say that the total stress is equivalent to the effective stress because since there's no water voids present, so let's say after 10 years, so marag kung sa inyo pa ng bugas, di ba? Kung 10 years mo sige compress na yung bugas, so wala jud na yung mugawas di ba? Marag mukog ka na doon siya mo, may mo siyang scar jud, di ba? So muna siya marag ang thought sa inyong settlement. So at some point magsige mo compress ana, or let's say sa sponge ana, magsige mo compress sa inyong sponge, let's say for 10 years ana, kung kaya ninyo i-compress for 10 years. So probably wala nyo magawas nga water ana, di ba? So we can clearly say that your total stress is now equivalent to your effective stress. So marag more on the compaction gyapon siya nga topic, but since we are not compacting, kay it's also impossible to compact 1,000 square meters na lot, or let's say your property is kanang 1 hectare, di ba? So ang katong compaction gamay raman to kay kanang kuan namatay mga methods ato, natay Proctor test, then sa site kay natay mga pin roller. So dire is ang kaning nga topic is gamit siya sa pag-calculate sa settlement sa imong mga footing na later on, or sa imong building footprint ana. So let's say your building is a mat foundation ana. So kana ma-calculate mo sa settlement sa inyong foundation later on. So muna siya ang gamit ani nga topic. So katong compaction is more on the road works or more on the stability of horizontal na mga soils. But kaning nga topic is more on the analysis part na kay will be determining the behavior of your building man per foundation, per foundation nga type. So isolated footing, combined footing, mat footing. So this will be the basics of analyzing such settlements. Okay. So next is we have a laboratory experiment for this one, but unfortunately is di siya available sa university. I think available siya, but I'm not really sure if naka-perform ako, but so far wapa ako perform ani nga experiment. So we have a consolidometer. So the purpose of this one is, so marag, as far as I can remember sa laboratory nga marag equipment is that gamay ra kayo na siya nga soil inyong kwaon na bali marag ana dish na siya dish. So mura na siya kanang scaled down na model sa inyong soil specimen. So murag moisture kan ka siguro. Yan yung istod yung soil diha. So naay load diha sa kuan sa babaw. Yeah. The point of the experiment is muna siya to observe the amount of settlement sa inyong specimen. So murag-mura na siya ang iyang kuan. So naay dial gauge which will determine the amount of settlement. So kani siya. And of course, natay load. So you can change the load depending on what o kanang pila kadakon yung ganahan load i-apply. But this particular experiment will take about 24 hours or more. Okay, inyo man siyang i-observe, di ba, kanang dugay nga compression. So dili pareha sa compaction nga masira mo bunal-bunal dito or masira mo padagan sa pin. So there is we have compression over time sa kaning experiment. Okay, so again notice that so 24 hours. So imagine that the specimen is only 3.5 millimeters, 25.4 mm thick. So gamay ra jud siya. Gamay ra siya nga specimen. Okay, and this will be the experiment. So murag karaan ni siya nga kuan na apparatus, but sa laboratory is dili ko sure og nabudgeted kuan dito. So man siya isud siya dire kaning gamay nga sa gamay ra kay na siya nga soil. Yan ay ganang gauge dire kani gauge. So same goes for the other one. So aside from consolidation test, so napay other na mga test ani. So natay odometer, I think for settlement gyapon siya. So usually ana murag if you want to venture to geotech, so grab the opportunity to venture into geotech kay pwede po siya manegosyo na karon kay tungod sa kanang requirement sa OBO ba. So 3 stories above. So the OBO requires a geotechnical nga report. So kana mga drilling ana. So mas may man ang ato mo sa list na kuan na field kay pangitaunon mo, di ba? So kana ra sang ganahan sad mo kay basta niya di mo ganahan geotech. Yan nagtrabaho niya po magsakit yung buot, di ba? So sa kuang experience is medyo nakapoy ko sa site kay init. And then you'll be dealing with construction workers, which is so not to be judgmental, but of course you'll be dealing with kanang high school graduate na mga workers and but of course puro sila skilled workers, mas skilled pa sila nimo kumpara nato ini graduate nato. So sila mas gibaw sila carpentry, gibaw sila masonry. So manigabot sa site is mga nga ka kay puro ta theory, di ba? So mo yang kapoy sa site kay nako na experience na ako mga workers kay manuyop. So marag stressful sa kay siyang environment sa overtime. Labi na if mag-apas mo sa schedule sa inyong building. Okay, so aside from the sidetrack, so let's continue with the discussion. So if you try to analyze the deformation of your specimen, so the deformation kani siyang sa y-axis, so we can determine the deformation via the void ratio because muna siya ang atuang mag-gauge, di ba? In sa atong mga calculations. So in stage 1, so mostly caused by preloading. So again, namoy sudden application of the load. So there's an initial compression created. So muna siya ang kaning stage 1 is more likely on the elastic settlement. So for example, this one is your original void ratio. Ba? So by the end of the initial compression, so na mo bago nga E, di ba? So let's say E sub S lang ana. The void ratio at the end of the elastic settlement. Ay kuan lang de E lang EE. Okay. So in the second stage, so since this one is a bit kanang kuan siya longer compared sa inyong preloading na stage. So let's say 5 years, 3 years, and so we can say that there's, so let's say nawala dyan ng water, so expulsion of pore water. So let's say by the end of the second stage, by the primary consolidation, so nasa tayo bago nga void ratio, di ba? Since nigamay na mga to ang void space. So let's say this one is E sub P. Okay. So in the last stage, in the secondary consolidation, so since again this one is just a plastic readjustment or plastic adjustment of your soil fabric, so kanang marag mag-adjust depending on the free space available sa inyong specimen. So muna gamay ra inyong curve, di ba? Dili ka siya dako nga difference. Up until at some point, let's say 20 years na siya na mo straight line na siya. Wala na yung compression may tabo. So by this time, the void ratio is now E sub S. So let's say the void ratio at the end of the secondary settlement. So end of the elastic settlement, E sub E. E sub P is the end of the void ratio at the end of the primary settlement. E sub S is the void ratio at the end of your secondary settlement. So again, the time log scale. So usually this one is in years. So if you think of the initial compression, so most likely dili siya ingon na kanang years pod, but murag exaggerate lang siya para makita ninyo ang difference, ang big difference sa inyong void ratio from the original going towards the void ratio at the end of the elastic settlement. So stage 1 is S sub E, elastic settlement. Stage 2 is the primary settlement, S sub B. Stage 3 is the secondary settlement, S sub S. Okay, so before we move on to the calculation of your primary settlement, so again, wanilabot ako lang nag-discuss para namoy understanding ano natay initial compression. Basta na siya formula sa libro, but again, if you try to observe the formula sa elastic settlement is that it will require you to use the table. Yeah, murag hassle siya if we want to include it in the exam, di ba? So kanila lang mga primary and secondary settlement and mura man sad ni siya magawa sa board exam sad. Kay as far as I understand, the examiners sa board exam karon is they tend to avoid usage of tables. So mga avoid lang na. So they are more focused on the formula-based na questions. Okay, so next. Okay, so before we solve the primary settlement is we have to understand that there are two types of soil na atong ma-observe sa atoang site. Okay, so we have the normally consolidated. So kani siya normally consolidated. And then the other one is over consolidated. So if we try to understand the two terms, so upon reading the first statement, so murag libog siya i-understand, diba? Kay if you try to read it, whose present effective burden pressure is the maximum pressure that the soil was subjected to in the past. So maglibog no, wata ka ba unsa na siya iabot pasabot. So let's try to break it down even further. So the present effective overburden pressure diba? So for example, mag-drawing tag soil diri sa ubos. So let's say na may vacant lot sa inyong balay, na may property na let's say gitukuran og Jollibee ana. Gitukuran bro Jollibee na. So si Jollibee naray 50 kilopascal nga load lang ana. Di ba? So karon is ato siyang tangtangon, di ba? So mag-demolish na mo kay di mo ganahan ana. So ato tangtangon, yung ato siyang ilistan og SM baro na SM nga building. And then ang load ni SM is 200 kilopascal na kay atong ino na anyong gihimong SM kay pareha sa seaside kana dako jud kay nga mall. So muna siya pasabot dire. So the present, so meaning ana ang present karon kay si overburden pressure kay si SM naman 200 kilopascal. Nya ang iyang soil subjected to the past was just 50 kilopascal. di ba? So ang present, which is si SM 200 kilopascal, compared sa past nga 50 kilopascal or Jollibee, so we can say that the soil is normally consolidated, di ba? Ana siya nga kuan, ana na siya nga pagasabuta. So why do we need to compare 50 against the present, di ba? Why do we need to compare the past pressure against the present pressure? Because again, ana siya different calculations if the past pressure is more if the past pressure is greater than the present pressure, so tayo na po siyang formula ang gamiton na. Okay, so muna siya dire. So the present pressure is the maximum pressure, so that's why we can call the soil, as normally consolidated na. So muna siyang buot pasabot sa normally consolidated. Now so over consolidated, so if you try to read it again, so whose present effective overburden pressure is less than the soil experience in the past. So if bali na pod, so let's try to draw it again. So ato i-draw the skilled. So ato inon si SM na guna, di ba? Na si SM na guna dire. 200 kilopascal. Yan, nalugi mga kay pandemic man. So gisara nimo sa SM na. So ambot lang masara ba sa SM pero wa mo siguro na sira karon, di ba? So ato inon na di pa demolish imong kuan or let's say nasunog ang gisahan no ana. Yang imong gipilis tag parking lot. So ato inon ang parking lot kay 50 kilopascal na lang. So the present pressure is 50. The past pressure is 200. So this time we can call our soil as over consolidated. So meaning ana, if over consolidated siya, so the soil has experienced more compressive effort compared sa present, di ba? Kay murag nag ka ng sponge, di ba? If for example, nag-compress mo, so let's say imohang for example, ikaw na baro nang nagkuan sa kuan, na una nag-compress sa sponge, and then ipuli imo manghod na nya imo manghod kay wala kay kusog, di ba? So marag mas greater ang pressure nga imong gi-exert compared sa present na pressure. And this time you can call our soil as over consolidated. So kani si 200 kilopascal, kani si SM before, is we can call this one as the pre-consolidation pressure. Kani siya. So usually ana sigma prime sub C na siya. Na designation. So nag-guess ra ninyo or libog ra or basta ang normally consolidated ang present pressure kay dako sa past. Na ang over consolidated is the past pressure is greater than the present. So if you want to experiment on that, so you can try getting a sliced bread and then let's say putting a plate first, then inyo ilistan og paper plate ana. So ana siya nga style para mas masabtan ninyo. So for example, naguna si paper plate, then the next one is katong ceramic nga plate or china nga plate. So muna siya normally consolidated na siya. But if naguna ang atong inyong chinaware or imuhang ceramic nga plate, then yung gilista ng paper plate, so this time mas greater na ang past, di ba? So muna over consolidated. And you can see the difference nga if over consolidated siya, mas imina na siya compression nga naitabo, di ba? Inigilis niyo sa paper plate, so murag compressed na siya daan compared sa katong normally consolidated. So butang mo paper plate, inibutang sa maximum nga kuan katong ceramic plate, so mas maka-create pa siya og dako nga settlement. So mag-ana na siya nga kuan pagkasabota. Okay. So para questions or clarifications? So murag wala, okay. So let's go on to the next slide. So if you want to observe the behavior between the normally consolidated soil and the over consolidated soil, so kaning normally consolidated is since the present pressure is the maximum pressure present, so from A, so the difference in void ratio is kutob siya dito na siya sa G. Na A to G na siya dito. Di ba? So ang behavior sa normally consolidated, ang iyang change in void ratio is that A to G na siya, na gradual na yan decrease. So normally consolidated soil. Now for over consolidated soil, so again, so let's say si SM ang naguna, di ba? Let's say 200 kilopascal, or again in the concept of your sliced bread, naguna si Chinaware. So let's say muna siya ang na-create na difference in void ratio sa Chinaware. Then again, ipuli si paper plate, di ba? So yung tangtang sa Chinaware, so there's murag nakaginhawa ang soil ba, nakaginhawa, di ba? Murag naka-breathe, naka-breather ang inyong soil ba. So muna ni saka balik ang inyong void ratio, pero gamay sa gayo, di ba? Kay para ko na kanang gipiit mo good, di ba? Na if mo kanang kuha, naka-release mo gamay sa tension, di ba? Na mag nakaginhawa mo gamay. And again, paper plate sa na paper plate. So balik siya padong ubos. But din siya the same, I mean necessarily the same as your over consolidated. I mean your normally consolidated. Murag ko siya figure na siya to explain the difference of the difference in behavior of your void ratio for the normally consolidated and the over consolidated na mga soils. So again, dili necessary nga ang kaning graph. So at kaning point G is equivalent ang void ratio sa normally consolidated and sa over consolidated. So gi-explain na diri nga ang kanang kuan difference in behavior of the void ratio. Okay. Okay, so if we want to solve for the over consolidation ratio, so this one is the formula. So sigma prime sub C, again that's the pre-consolidation pressure or the past pressure, and then your sigma prime is the present effective vertical pressure. So again, we know how to determine this in the previous topic. So again, kani siya is predetermined. Okay, past pressure man siya. So over consolidation ratio is OCR. So ato nang gamiton unya. Ini ka-solve na to sa ato ang primary settlement. Okay. Okay, so let's try to calculate the primary settlement. So again, the settlement will be in terms of difference in volume. Diba kay sa compaction na topic, so namoy kanang volume of soil nga gisud sa mold, then at some point is makompress siya, di ba? So there's a sudden change in volume. So muna siya dire. So dire is we have initial volume minus the final volume. Diba? So if we try to determine it in the figure, so HA, so muna siya ang H, and muna siya ang A, di ba? This is the cross-sectional area, A. Ano siya? Okay. So again, according to the solid mensuration concept, so volume can be broken down into the height times the cross-sectional area times the thickness. Diba? So ang H is muna siyang thickness. So thickness times the cross-sectional area. Okay? So minus the final volume. So kung tanawin niyo, final volume is H minus SP. So meaning ana, ang iyang gidetermine na height is kanina lang siya. Kaning remaining height sa inyong specimen. Diba? So muna siya, so let's say muna siya ato ang settlement kani siya. Muna siya atong settlement na area. So ato lang i-hatch on the other way. Okay? So ang iyang thickness is now H minus the primary settlement times the area, because the area is not the area will be constant all throughout the process of consolidation. Now, if you try to look at the faces of your specimen, ang ma-eliminate sa inyong settlement na process is kaninyong void space, di ba? Okay, since again the aim of your primary settlement is the expulsion of your water voids. So muna, if we try to rearrange our specimen according to density, so solid at the bottom part, and then of course the void space mas less dense siya. So muna siya ang ma-eliminate sa process sa compression. So air voids and the water voids. Then again, since we cannot solve the air voids, so mas ma-focus na sa water voids, which can be calculated compared sa air voids. Labi na sa site, di ba? So maglisod kayo i-calculate ang air voids compared sa water voids. Okay. So looking at your final formula, so the change in volume is ano siya, SPA. SP times the area, which is this particular region. Muna siya ang change in volume. Diba? Ang inyong SPA. So primary settlement times the area. So again, in the process of consolidation, ang ma-change na is ang inyong radyong void space na volume. Ang inyong volume sa inyong soil will remain constant. So again, if you look at the right side of the figure, so VS is the same all throughout the process of consolidation. So ang modifera na is ang inyong volume sa inyong voids. Okay? So, sige lang, kung di pa mo ka-appreciate karon, so maka-appreciate mo later on once we have the example. Okay, so again, the volume is, the change in volume is the primary settlement times the area. And then we can also determine this one via the change in volume of your void space or the change or the delta vis-a-vis. So again, marag the same gapon siya because if you try to break it down, ang delta vis-a-vis is mabalik siya sa kaninga term, which is the initial void space minus the final void space. Diba? So again, from the formula of katong chapter 3, katong weight volume relationship, is that our void ratio is VV over VS, diba? So if you look at the formula, 7.10, it's a more similar formula. But not like mga deltas, diba? Because again, the volume is gradually changing. So na siya delta. Okay. So V sub S is equivalent to V sub O all over 1 plus E sub 0. So ano yung anima ng formula? So ano yung anima ng formula? 1 plus E sub 0 na siya. So kung tanawin ninyo, so kung tanawin ninyo, 1 plus E sub 0 is the total volume, di ba? The total volume. So analyzing the formula, so that's kuan, di ba? Gikan siya dire. So delta E, di ba? Delta E. So V sub S is equal to V sub O all over 1 plus E sub 0. So this one is the volume of the solid. Kani siya initial volume. So muna, if you try to break it down, initial volume is A times H all over 1 plus E sub 0. So marag the same na siya, di ba? Marag unity ra gyapon siya. So marag ang gihimo ani is that gikuan ni siya gi ratio and proportion. So total volume and then the volume of the solid. Okay? It makes sense ra or nawala na mo? Or basin ako yung nawala? So if you try to determine the volume of the volume of the voids. So ano siya? So again, SPA, so primary settlement times the area is equivalent to the delta E times the VS. So again, from the previous calculation, V sub S is equivalent to this one. So kaning V sub S na to, the volume of the solid, is equivalent to this one. Yeah. Okay. Then delta E, then so marag mahuga na. So ano nawala man ng delta E, I mean nawala ang area is because kani siya ang gi-equate kanin duha. So SPA, so ato lang i-try to derive. So AH all over 1 plus E sub 0 delta E. So again, cancel the area. So mabili na is SP is equal to H then delta E all over 1 plus E sub 0. So muna siyang yung formula for your primary settlement. So usually kaning formula is based on the graph katong makuha sa laboratory. Katong na initial stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So muna siyang gamitan ni kay you can calculate for delta E at any point in time. Okay. So for your formula for the primary settlement is muna siya. So medyo taas, no? Yeah, problema is wala na ko'y story ani sa kaning formula saan niyo pag-memorize. So murag ako ang amot saan niyo siya pag-memorize ninyo. So usually akong ingon sa klase sa una kay kani siyang CCH Chonghua Hospital ana, Chonghua Hospital. Yeah, the rest is kamo na himo ana. So mo to ang giingon sa akong klase sa una. Kay ano ko'y method or kanang story aning kuan. So CCH all over 1 plus E sub 0 log then sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma prime plus the divided by the sigma prime sub 0. So kani siyang C sub C is the compression index. So I'll discuss that one later. So compression index. Then H is the height of the soil you want to So height of soil that you want to solve. So let's say the clay layer, the sand layer. So height of soil. Then E sub 0 is the initial void ratio. Okay. So initial void ratio. So sigma prime sub 0 is the initial average effective stress. So mura siya ang term niya, but again, the concept of which is the same as the previous topic. So katong pong gamma H. Then this one, the sigma prime sub 0, I mean the delta sigma prime is the surcharge or the uniformly distributed load. So uniformly distributed load na siya. Okay? So muna siya for the different terms in your formula sa inyong primary settlement. So kani siya nga formula is for normally consolidated na soil. So if we have over consolidated, so kana siya medyo different na po na ito ang formula na. So if you have different layers, so for example, so usually ana sa kanang mga borlag sa pag-drill sa site, usually ana mga more than 5 layers man na ang soil strata. So if you want to compute for each settlement, so muna sige mo calculate. So kani SP1, then kani siya SP2, then kani siya SP3. Then of course you use the same formula and imo ra i-sum tanan. So muna siya ang concept sa primary settlement. So different layers, different formulas or different way of solving the primary settlement. Okay. So muna siya. Okay, so for over consolidated soil, so we have two conditions. So the first condition is kani siya. Kani siya. So ako lang isirkula na kay wala man na siya gi-kuan sa libro good. Gi-explain sa libro but wala niya tawagan na. Wala niya fully distinguish nga kani siya nga marag there are two conditions for over consolidated na soils. So kani siya condition is that your present effective stress plus the surcharge is less than the past pressure, the pre-consolidation pressure. Diba? So if you look at it, if the condition applies to this particular term, so if the present pressure is less than the effective, I mean, if the present pressure is less than the past pressure, so we need to use this formula. So the same ra siya, but upon looking at the different terms, so instead of CC, may mo siyang CS. Diba? So again, katong graph kani nga ana, katong ni ana ang graph. So since there's kanang kuan, a lesser soil, I mean a lesser stress in the present condition, so marag mo swell siya balik, di ba? Makaginhawa siya balik. So that's why we are using the swell index in this formula instead of the compression index. So swell index is your C sub S. So ganina Chonghua Hospital, so karon pili siya may mong Chonghua Hospital kay SH naman, di ba? CSH naman siya. So ganina CCH na. Mag Chonghua Hospital na. So pili siya may ana. Okay, so marag mo na siya ang difference. So again, if given this condition, so ganina is mo to siya ang normally consolidated. Gani siya is for over consolidated. So ang isa is, so kani siya if less than or equal to, so ang greater than is mo ni siya ang greater than. So murag mo karatan tanong kay taas kay formula pero mo na siya. Kailangan siya memorize. So maybe not now kay pitra mo di ma-memorize or narmay paagi unsaon ninyo pagbutang sa formula sa likod sa inyong laptop or papilit sa pader ana. But eventually when the board exam comes, you will be forced to memorize the formula. So again, if the present, so now looking at the condition, the present is now greater than the past pressure. So we have to use this formula. So if you look at the formula, so one will be coming from the past pressure. So past settlement, di ba? Yan kani siyang the other one, CCH is the present pressure. So murag ug ato ning i-explain again sa katong akong gi-discuss ganina. So ato ino na ang kaning past pressure kay si Jollibee. So of course naka-contribute po siya gamay nga settlement sa inyong soil. Now si present ato ino si SM. So mas bigger pa siya nga ma-contribute. Mas dako pa niya ma-contribute na compression sa inyong soil compared sa past na stress. So murag ana ra siya, di ba? Murag masabtan na siya. So muna duha inyong formula sa over consolidated. So over consolidated soil is that you'll be observing the condition of the present versus the past. So of course, apil na dyan sa present ang inyong surcharge, diba? Kaya mo na siya ang present na pressure nga naguan. So again, if less than or equal to, so katong CH all over 1 plus E sub 0 log. So delta sigma prime sub 0, delta sigma prime all over sigma prime. Now if kani siya, if muna siya inyong condition, so arita pa doon sa longer formula. So okay ra? Magigutom ako si kuno nagpan. So let's try to finish by sa mga rasa ron. Ay, hapit mga 4 days. So let's try to finish by 4:30 siguro na makaya. Okay, so next is your compression index and the swell index because this will be important parameters in solving your primary settlement. Okay, so for undisturbed clay, so usually sa site, we'll be having undisturbed samples yun. So we have to use the formula of this one. Kanisha. So 0.009 times LL minus 10. So kung nakalimutan mo sa LL, so of course this is the liquid limit. Okay? So take note that your liquid limit should be in percentage. Kay minus 10 gud siya, di ba? So if inyo siyang i-decimal, niya minus 10. So mahulog na ang value sa numbers inside the parentheses is negative something siya, di ba? Kay ato yung 0.50 minus 10, so negative 9.5 na. Wala man tayo value as negative for indices. So dapat siya positive. So of course, you also have different formulas for different types of clays or let's say the soil. So again, clay ta kay muna siya ang dugay nga mosettle, di ba? Compared sa sand. So other formulas is that if you have remolded clays is 0.007. Yeah, there are other researches also that kind of pertains to specific types of clay. Research sa geotechnical community. And muna siya ang mga formulas na ilang na observe, di ba? Kani siya. Okay. But again, since we'll not be dealing into these formulas, so ang atong gamiton is katurang undisturbed clay, which is 0.009 times LL minus 10. So, mara na siya ato ang timan-an. Isa ra kamok. Mara masay kailangan, di ba? Isa ra. Yan, muna siya ang mga different concept. So, for the swell index, so if you try to observe the swell index, so for example, muna siyang mga compression index sa kuan. So if you try to observe the values of the swell index, usually ang values sa swell index is 1/5 to 1/6 of the compression index na siya. So muna siya ang value sa inyong swell index. Now usually the swell index will be you'll be informed in the problem whether to use 1/5 or 1/6 of the compression index sa exam or sa inyong problem set later on. So muna siya inyong kuan timan-an. So katura 0.009 times LL minus 10, and then your swell index is just 1/5 to 1/6 of the compression index. So walay formula ang swell index, di ba? Mag-agad na siya sa inyong compression index. Okay, so let's go to an example. Siya. So a soil profile, so shown in the figure. So natay delta sigma. So again, this is the surcharge. So what will be the primary settlement or primary consolidation? So we are given that the pre-consolidation pressure, so again, sigma prime sub C, that's the pre-consolidation pressure. Diba? Or the past pressure for easier definition is 125 kilonewton per square meter. Diba? And then our CS, so again, as what I have told you earlier, the swell index will just be stated whether 1/6 or 1/5 or of the compression index. So if you try to look at the figure, so swerte kay ta kay ang ato ang mga unit weights kay given na tanan, diba? So puro given tanan, diba? So usually akong style sa exam later on is that ang kanisang mga inyong unit weight mawa na siya. So may mo na siyang GS then E na tagata mag value na GS sa B sa na. Dire kay GS o E sa dire. So mag-solve pa mo sa mga dry unit weight and saturated unit weight. So again, for the sake of simplicity, so everything that is above the water table will be considered as a dry sample. So in actual practice, so moist conditions here, but again, we cannot totally solve kung asa nadapit ang inyong water distribution, diba? So let's say you have 12% moisture content. So what ba asa nadapit sa inyong site, diba? Ang 12%. So for easier calculation, so ato lang siyang ihimong dry. So everything above the water table is dry sample lang sa. But if kana mo maninood later on, so kana pag master's degree mo sa geotech, try to determine the exact quantity sa inyong unit weight above the water table. So pwede po na siya. Okay, so let's try to solve the problem. So again, usually, since since you are given the pre-consolidation pressure, so automatic ang atuang soil is over consolidated soil na siya. So again, our concern is the clay layer. So kani siya clay layer. So mahulog nga kani siya is muna siya automatically ang H 5 meters. Okay? So again, since we are dealing with over-consolidated soil, so may tabuan na is we will be using the katong condition. So the present, di ba? Ato i-compare sa past pressure. Ana. So problema is wala patay kaning sigma prime sub 0 or the initial effective stress. So since kibaw na mo ana sa inyong previous topic, so we can solve it first, di ba? Na. So again, layer by layer, di ba? So kani siya going towards the clay layer. Di ba? So first layer is dry sand. So dry is also effective, di ba, as per last discussion. So that's 16.5 times 2.5. So next is the saturated sand. So to make it effective, so you have 18.81 minus the water times the height, 4.5. Now, here comes the tricky part, kaning clay. So to make it saturated, 19.24 minus 9.81 minus the water. So that's purely the clay na lang, unit weight. Now this time, instead of multiplying 5, so since ang compression na niya is smoker pa sa first half of the height, diba? Marag first half pa sa kuha, di ba? Marag ang above layer pa ang mo compress. So may tabuan na is half sa lang atong i-consider. So 5 over 2. Then muna siya ato ang initial effective stress. So again, ano, half naman sa 5 because ang upper portion pa man ang mo compress. Diba? So ang upper portion pa ang mo compress. So solving, so relax na mo diya, ako resolve. So kung nasa mo solve, so pirisad. So plus okay, so try to verify if the answer is correct. So this one is 105.325 kilopascal. So once you have solved the initial effective stress, so we can now use the condition. So this condition. So 105. So 325 plus the surcharge, that's 50. So that's up against 125, di ba? Sakto? So 105 plus 50, that's 155.325 up against 125. So we have a greater than condition, di ba? So greater than a condition. So this means that the formula that we'll be using is katong longer nga formula. So Xiong-Hua Hospital una. And then log. So kani siya from memory na siya nako. Years of teaching man maka recall ako. Then Xiong-Hua Hospital ang original. Then log sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma all over sigma prime sub 0. So muna siya ang inyong formula. Now, since wapamatay CS and CC, so let's try to solve CC first. Okay. So 0.009 times LL minus 10. So that's 0.009. So in a given, your liquid limit is 50 minus 10. So that's 0.36 siguro, di ba? So 40 times 9, 36. Yeah, 3 decimal place. Tuloy verify bigay para ako sure. 0.36. So sakto ra. Then your CS is again 1/6 of your CC. So that's 1/6 of 0.36. So our CS is 0.06. So of course, ang atong button karon is just to input all of the details sa atong formula. So 0.06. So para mas ma-appreciate niyo inyong value sa inyong settlement, so I recommend that your height is in millimeters. So h in millimeters, so 5 meters. So that's 5,000 mm. Baka 1 meter is 1,000 mm. Sakto ba? So all over 1 plus E sub 0. So initial void ratio of the clay layer is 0.9. Then log. So CC is sigma prime sub C is 125 all over 155.325. Then plus CCH. So 0.36 times 5,000. 1 plus 0.9. Oops. Then log. Ako lang yung kay marag copy erase. So we have 155.325. So ako lang gi-joint dana all over 105.325. Oops, marag na yung nag-chat. What's kalit lang. Oops, oops, sorry. Tanaw ng chat ha. Sa mani? 125 all over. Ako na siya, 105 de sakto. Kung ano na siya nga formula de. Sigma prime sub C all over sigma prime sub 0 de. 105 ni. Thank you. Munang gingo na gigutom na ko tungod sa sliced bread. Sige. So ini-calculate nyo ana. So again, the purpose ngano atong GMM mga ato ang mga height is that para ang atong final answer is in millimeters para mo dako ang iyang value kay usually ang value mo gani niya kay mga 0.0 something if in meters. So calculating, so medyo taas-taas ni siya. So 5,000, 1.9, then log. So relax mo diya samtang akong gi-calculate. Oops. 325, 105 point. So ang answer ano niya is it's 171.57 mm. Ano siya na-calculate sa calculator. Now, if you want to be more practical or if you want your answer to be more sensible, so kung tanaw niyo yung ruler, one na may in between sa kuan, di ba? One na in between sa 170, one na in between sa mm nga. So for example, muna siya yung ruler, di ba? Yan muna siya ang cm, let's say muna siya ang cm. Di ba? Ang mga calibration marks sa inyo ang ruler. So between sa mm is maglisod na mag-determine ano sa in between niya, di ba? murag dili na kay siya practical. So usually ana, pili niyo ibutang sad approximately 172 mm siya. Diba? Okay, wala may in between sa mm. So unless na mo ruler nga maka kanang kuan, maka-quantify sa mga microns ana, so pili ra sad. But sa kuha is mas sensible siya if imo lang siyang i-kuan lang jud siya. Whole number nga millimeters kay ang kaning 0.57 medyo maglisod gid na siya pangitaon sa ruler, di ba? So mana ato na lang i-kuan 172. So mas maka-appreciate mo sa value kay dako-dako siya, di ba? 172 mm. So magdako siya pero og imo tanaw sa ruler gamay ra gud siya gud. 17 cm ra, di ba? 17.2 cm. So muna siya sa inyong primary settlement. Okay, so another example na side, so para mas ma-appreciate niyo. Okay, so in the figure, so there's a uniformly distributed load again. So again, this one is the surcharge. Mas mahita ang puro example kay di mo maka-appreciate sa example, di ba? Kay kung mabasa ta, ito ng engineering ta kay kapoy basa, di ba? Mas ganata sige solve. So surcharge, so again, mag-thank you ta sa problem kay gitagaan tag unit weight daan. Thank you very much. Okay, kinsa man ni nagkuan. Say ang surcharge kay same ra sa liquid limit o sabot. Ang surcharge kay same sa liquid limit. Murag dili siya same man siguro. Ang surcharge is muna siya ang load na i-apply sa inyong soil. Ang liquid limit is katong gikan sa Atterberg. So murag it happens lang siguro nga sa last example, murag pareha tag value. Na murag 50 ni siya. Ya, ang liquid limit kay 50 lang sad. Na. So murag na timingan lang siguro muna naglibog mo. Na. So surcharge is the uniformly distributed load. Ang liquid limit is katong data jud coming from the Atterberg limits. Katong gidiscuss way back pa. Okay? So dire, og tanawon ninyo. Oops, sa So kung tanawon ninyo, surcharge 100 kilopascal, di ba? Yan natay void ratio nga 0.8. So atong tanawon na og napatay kuan. Okay, murag may value sa kuan. So let me check for a while. Okay, wala ko i-value sa ako ang C sub C. So okay, so ang ibutang sa libro kay layo man siya nga formula dai. So let's put lang the CC here kay para. So according to the book, CC is 0.178 ana. Para dito maglisod. Okay. So there are 3 conditions to be solved. So letter A, so look at the A is our soil is normally consolidated. So B, if we have a pre-consolidation pressure or the pass pressure of 200 kilopascal, or C, 150 kilopascal ang pass pressure. So we'll be solving 3 different primary settlements. So again, our CC, so ato lang ibutang dire para dito kalimot, 0.178. Okay. So again, if our soil is normally consolidated, so formula for primary settlement is katong Chongma Hospital, diba? Over 1 plus E sub 0. Oops. So log. So muna siyang formula, diba? For our normally consolidated soil. Now, since we have the CC, we have the H. So the H is 3.5. Since again we are more the problem is asking for the settlement of the clay layer, diba? So what's left for us to solve is kaning sigma prime sub 0. So again, layer by layer, so 14 times 2, and then plus, diba? Sa marag ni hang akong screen. Um, okay. So next is oops kisa. Magnawala ako sa kuan. Oops. Yay, marag nakuha na jud na advance na jud. Ara. Okay, so okay, marag na usab man noon. Ano man eh? Basta na diya tanan ang atong isuwat, di ba? Manigawas na day. Marag ni hang ra akong kuan. Okay, so sigma prime sub 0. So that's again, marag naman diri no. 4 ato lang isuwat balik yung marag ihanga yung screen na. Sigma prime sub 0 is equal to 14 times 2. So the second layer is 18 minus the water, effective unit weight times 4 plus the last layer, kaning clay layer, which is our concern. So that's 19 minus 9.81. So again, divided by 2. So katong nangutan lang ganina. So 3.5 over 2. So ano i-divide siya 2? So again, diba ini-compress nyo sa pan, compress yun na una is kaning upper portion pa, di ba? Dili na ingon na ang tibok ang mo-compress, di ba? So kani pa ang mo-compress una kani. Ang upper half pa. That's why over 2 siya. So our sigma prime sub 0. So calculating, that's oops. So 3.5 divided by 2 or 1.75 na siya. So our answer is 76.84 kilopascal. So we can now solve our primary settlement. So 0.178. So again, para ma-appreciate na to ato ang value, so ato siyang i-mm daan, di ba, ang atong height. So instead of 3.5 meters, is we'll be using 3,500 millimeters. Then 1 plus 0.8 because the initial void ratio is 0.8. So log. So 76.84 plus 100, the surcharge, all over 76.84. So the primary settlement, if your soil is normally consolidated, is sa relax lang magamay 176.84. So the primary settlement is 125.29. So approximately 126 mm, di ba? So ato lang i-26 na lang. Di na to kuhaan kay nilapas na ko siya 125 ko, di ba? So ato lang siyang isagad sa 126 millimeters. So mo ni siya sa if your soil is normally consolidated. Now if your pre-consolidation pressure is 200, ba? 200. So ato siyang i-quantify, di ba? Ato siyang i-relate sa ato ang kaning 126, di ba? Katong kaning condition. So initial plus the surcharge against the past pressure. So present versus past. So 76.84 plus 100 versus the past pressure 200. So that's 176.84 up against 200, di ba? So meaning ana, we have a lesser value. So if less than, so meaning ana, katong si Xiongwa Hospital itong gamiton, di ba? Na Xiongwa Hospital, na C sub S H all over 1 plus E sub 0 log sigma prime sub 0 plus delta sigma all over sigma prime sub 0. Ana. So again, according to the problem, we have to use 1/5 of CC. So CS is 1/5 of 0.178. So 1.78 divided by 5. So pwede sa inyo gamitin ng whole value, 0.356 ang inyong CS. So meaning ana is muna siya, muna yung gamiton. So upon solving, so muna si Xiongwa Hospital ay kuan SP is equal to 0.0356 times 3500 all over 1 plus 0.8, then log 176.84 all over 76.84. So ako lang giusa dito para. Then SP 0.0356 times 3500, 1.8, 176.84, then 76.84. So notice that our primary settlement is 25.06. So wala pili siya 25 ra, di ba? Okay. 0.06 gamay pa kay na mm. So notice that since the past pressure, so ang letter B, the past pressure is greater than the present pressure. So marag ang present pressure is gamay ra yang contribution, di ba? Okay, most likely mas na-compress na siya due sa past pressure. Diba? So if you look at the condition again, so 200 against 176.84. So muna siya. So katong last number is kamo lang solve. So kani siya. So be guided by the previous problem. So that's 176.84 up against 150, di ba? So this time, the present pressure is greater than the past pressure. So meaning katong longer formula na yung gamiton. Katong Xiongwa plus Chongwa nga terms. Okay. So muna siya sa primary settlement. Now karon, I don't think if namatay klase sa Friday, holiday ba Friday, no? Not sure if holiday ang Friday. But if holiday siya kay but lang magklase ba ta or dili. So sige lang, mag-announce lang ta og unsay kuan sa school. So in next meeting is I'll be discussing the secondary settlement and katong how to solve the settlement if So instead of surcharge, is your load now is coming from the footing. So secondary settlement. So mabura ang secondary settlement. So pwede karon na siguro ang secondary settlement. So karon na siguro ang secondary kay para kasi next meeting na lang ang secondary. So for the secondary settlement is mo siya. Oops. Murag ako ano dyan siya. So secondary settlement is for the next meeting na lang ang secondary. So dungan na lang sa katungkuan. Okay? So if wala na yung questions, so now may questions, now may clarifications. So 4:30 to be exact. Diba? So almost 2 hours puta nang kuan ang discuss. So if wala na yung kuan, concerns, so I'll be publishing the problem set ahead of time. So gamay na to siya, mga 3 problems or 4 problems. Basta ako lang i-activate taan para makasugod-sugod mo sa primary settlement. Yeah, if you have understood the secondary part sad, so pwede na po ninyo i-answer lang daan sad. Okay? So if any questions, so I think that's all for today. So we'll be meeting next week, no? Next week na tayo mag-meet. Okay? Walay klase Friday. Okay? So thank you everyone and enjoy the problem set. Sige, sige.